Bye.
What's going on, everyone?
What up?
Joined by Always Survive tonight.
I'm here. We're just on my channel, and everybody seems to be still outside playing. Nobody's on anywhere. It's crazy. We even got KK556 over here, too. Poke your head in there, KK. There she goes. That was pretty quick. That's about normal.
The link is pinned in the comments for you guys to come up on panel if you want to. Anybody's welcome. Just don't be stupid. The link is pinned. Well, don't be too stupid.
Whoa, I found this. I just got a notification that the Midwest Survivor is live.
Notification? I didn't think those worked anymore.
Well, they don't on my channel. Everybody always hits me up the next day like, I missed it. What are you going to do? It's always something, but it is fun to go back and forth. See what everybody's up to. We were doing some winter preparedness talk. But
and it turned into fighting. But
yeah, whatever. You gotta do something sometime. At least you can see something on there, a little push and pull.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, it works.
Gotta do more of that.
Hello.
Hey, Anna. How are you doing tonight?
You already got more people on there than when I was on there.
4 people.
I mean, today has been a dead night when we got.
Hey, William, it has been a while.
A couple weeks now.
I think it's been a couple months since I've seen him.
Oh, I blame it since live altogether. Live was a couple weekends ago or something. We did one, right? On your channel?
Yeah.
A few weeks ago.
He was around a lot when you guys were down in Arkansas.
Oh yeah, you were on like all day.
Yeah.
Then, right? Now there's not enough time. There's too much to do. Not enough time. Never enough time. She says doing good. That's good to hear. So what are you guys up to tonight? Today we did a bunch of basically preparing for the winter and starting to set up a little bushcraft hut that we had to clear a whole area out before we could even get started. Bye, Kate. Come on, leave. Bye, see you. Jeez. Little monkeys.
Storm's just passed and might be heading your way. Yeah, we're supposed to get them.
About now.
Yeah, there's a chance for 9 o'clock, and then there's another chance at 11. How bad were they? Yeah. No, not yet. That won't be happening for a couple months.
What's that?
He asked if I was honeymooning.
Not yet, yeah.
Who knows if we're even going to do that. We might postpone it because I don't know how much I really want to travel right now.
Yeah. Too far away from home makes you start feeling a little squirrely. You went down towards Arkansas. I went down a couple months before you. I was down there 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. And
your situation would have been a lot better than mine, though.
Oh, yeah. I was hooked right up down there. Yeah. What you got on there? Got nailed on power. Oh.
Hopefully we don't get that here, but if we do, we can slam out videos saying why you need to be prepared for no power. So it might be a mildly good thing. Well, not a good thing, but
we can listen to
we
it
can
right
make
now. We can wind it up. We can listen to it.
Yeah, we can make light of the situation.
And that little solar panel's all charged up in the car. So, and then we got flashlight. Well, I started throwing stuff in bags. Speaking about preparedness and getting ready. 1, 2. If you want to see something I did, I don't know if your viewers are into violence as much as I am. I started setting up a bag that has literally like weapons in it. And that's like it. Anything besides a firearm, of course. But
yeah, William, something like that.
What is it?
So just practicing.
Yeah. Yep. It's fun time. Getting stuff ready. I got bags. This is chaotic, but that's coming along, right? Since last time you were here.
Yeah.
Got some more stuff organized, ready to go just in case. Everybody's getting ready for something.
Speaking of no power, has anybody else had blackouts or brownouts or whatever you want to call it for no reason? Because I experienced that for the first time this year, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They've been warning us about it up here in Michigan since last winter or this winter, saying that it might happen. Finally happened to me. Absolutely no reason for it.
Yeah.
It was not really that hot, so that you can't really blame it on temperature.
It wasn't windy.
Wasn't windy. Wasn't raining. Clear skies above. And it was just out. And it was out for 10 hours. And I was the only, my little section was the only area that was affected. It wasn't like there was a lot of it. It was just my little section. And they couldn't get it done for 10 hours.
No. Oh, look at that. 3 days. What's this one say?
Wow.
Which?
Well, at least you have a generator now. At least you're that much more prepared for if something happens. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Always making improvements. You gotta, even though you might have had a bad experience with not having power for 3 days, at least you learned from that. And you went out and you bought something to make sure that maybe you have a better time with that in the future.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Improvement. Gosh, improvement. Transformers have blown at the sun. The winter here. Oh. That happened to me in New York one time. I was on my way to work and it was like December-ish. Maybe closer to Christmas or something like that. And I saw a big flash. I was like, it's going down. It's going down. I didn't know what happened, but I was coming up over a hill. I seen a flash and it was like down into a valley and big. The whole sky lit up. One of them blew up and it was like, and my brother was staying with me for a couple of months in between houses and he was in front of me. And he called me up like right away. He's like, I'm like, I don't know either, man. And we're trying to listen on the news. Some bomb just go off over there. We didn't know what was going on. It was like 4 a.m. or something. Just the whole sky lit up. I was calling, no. I don't know what the hell was going on. And I was a lot less prepared then for anything. Substation. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Because there's, especially for any longer, because I've got 150 pounds of meat in between like 3 different freezers, and it would suck to lose all that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't really gotten too many bad ice storms the last couple of years though.
Nothing real crazy. When I was in Arkansas, they had one.
Yeah.
I go down there for the nice weather in February, and I get there once every 10-year horrible week of a mess. It was cold down there.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten a bad ice storm since.
It's been a few years. Like when I first moved up this way.
Like 2019 winter was like the last, I guess you could say.
I don't even think it was bad though.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
No.
I haven't got, not a real ice storm. I haven't gotten a real ice storm in a long time.
It's been years. I think I only really remember 1 or 2 since I've been here.
Yeah. I can remember some bad ones from
Oh wait, we had a
2010 era.
We had a little bit a few years back. I was collecting all the trees. I remember some tree snapping. Where was I at that point? Oh, that was a couple houses ago. Probably over 5 years still. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it had to have been in between like 2010 and 2012. We had one where people literally couldn't leave their house, my house included, because the doors were froze shut.
That's awesome. I'd be kicking it.
I wanted to in my house, but I've got a big glass front door. You can't kick it. You can barely get out of the back because the snow drifted right up over it.
Yep, Michigan. I thought she knew that. Erica Gardens.
Yep.
Michigan.
Well,
Southwest.
He was born in Michigan and then left to New York, but I'm born and raised in Michigan.
Yeah.
Never left.
I only left for like 28 years or something like that. Wasn't too long.
He had to come back for the freedoms.
Yeah. And home can. Wait, sorry. I'll worry about the freezers too. Home can stuff in the cold
Yeah.
winter.
I get concerned about that too because I keep all my canned goods in an unfinished basement. So I'm like, how cold does it get before I'm like, okay, I should move this stuff? I've never had an issue. Kept them down there for a couple of years now. Never had one pop, but it's always in the back of my mind. Like I've got a lot of money and a lot of time and
food
and life-saving things down there that could just go.
That's what I was thinking about too. Those those green propane cans. I got them for those cookers and stuff, but getting some of those My Buddy heaters.
Yeah.
Just one or two to heat up a small room in the
Yeah.
basement, like a small section or maybe in here or something like that. You could blanket that off and you could get those ones that just runs one of those and you put it on low for forget how many hours they're supposedly in the house safe or whatever, but it would be just enough and then a little heat would go up, but
yeah.
It might be worth it to get. I know they went up like $25 since last year. Already, I seen them now. I was thinking about getting them now before winter when everybody goes and cleans everything out.
Right.
We got root cellars. Yes.
We need to get one.
We may have use of an excavator coming up for a few, and that's going to be huge.
Yeah. Would that wool blanket actually, would that really do that much?
I bet you it would help, though. It might help insulate it, and if it's already warm, like you could run out, throw a wool blanket over the top. That might be a pretty decent idea. It would take longer for it to get colder, I'll bet you.
Yeah. It never gets like below freezing or anything down there. I'd say probably mid-40s is the lowest it gets, unless we get one of those weird storms where it gets like 20 below zero outside. In which case, I'm sure it probably at times does get below freezing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We don't get that too often, though.
No. Had that a couple years ago.
Yeah. A few years ago, we had like 13, 14 days in a row of under 20, and that's where I started to get aggravated. But at the same time, getting all the extra stuff this past winter was like so much easier.
I remember whatever year it was where we had like 2 weeks where we got like record amounts of snow and it was like below freezing. It was nuts. I remember waking up at 6 a.m. when it was like negative 15.
With the wind chill?
And then with the wind chill, it was like negative 35 where I was at. I'm on top of a hill too, so that makes the wind chill even worse. My mom works nights, so she got stuck on the road. Had to ride a snowmobile out at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the tractor and get her unstuck. That was not fun.
Yeah, they said that the wool blanket keeps the plants from dying in the frost. So it might help. You good?
Yeah, I might have to try that.
Got one right there. Got a pretty good sized one. Pull it out of the pack when you're switching the packs up for the summer stuff versus the versus all the winter everything that I was carrying that monster bag all winter long, and that was probably like 50 pounds. Now I'm running around with stuff that's like 10, 8. Yeah. A lot warmer. There's a lot of stuff you don't need in the summer, but every spot we go out there. Oh, I don't know if anybody else heard this, but Amazon's going to be taking off, and I don't know the full official thing, Mylar bags off of Amazon. I don't know if anybody heard that. And I want to say it was the clear ones and the colored ones, from what I know. I just got the regular silver ones. I don't know if they'll still be on there or not, but they're saying those ones can be used for, I don't know, drug-styled activities or something like that. So they're going to punish everybody and make it so you can't use Mylar bags. I just started getting into the damn things. I do need to buy more mason jars, so I've been saying that for like 2 weeks. I still have not got over there and bought anymore. I like those big ones, the half gallon. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I still got rice that I pulled out of the freezer that I haven't done anything with yet. I'm behind on everything. Spring forward, summer slow down, fall into the snow. it's just a mess lately. Everything's been taking up so much time. I'm trying to train with you. We still haven't gotten enough training in for him.
Not even close.
Not even close. Probably more firearms training than anything though lately, right?
Yeah.
Gotten some of that. That's a good thing. But the hand-to-hand stuff has been lacking. Probably just gonna make a whole bunch of videos tonight instead of doing anything too crazy. A little bit of live stream, a little bit of regular videos. It's not even raining out yet. I got one little window up off to the side.
Waiting for that lightning to come down.
Yeah. A big rumble, kaboom.
Something crazy. Straight that
Down
tree
here,
catch it
too.
on fire.
If this Wi-Fi goes out, you'd probably lose this quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Down here, I could barely get phone calls.
Anybody doing anything fun for the weekend?
We got more stuff to do tomorrow. Plenty more stuff to do tomorrow.
Does anybody have anything that they've done in the last week that they would like to share? Any good ideas on what we should be doing to get better prepared for whatever the situation might be?
That would be sweet. Yeah, any ideas? Been pretty much myself, pretty much you too, just food and ammo, right?
Yeah.
That's been the main concern. The gold and silver went down a little bit. Got a little bit more silver. Mostly I don't really have much for gold. It's too damn expensive. But, yeah.
Just
That's
lost
prepared.
everybody real quick.
Yep, looks like Prepper Nation's starting. Over there the other night, I don't know if you seen this guy poke his head in there. He was in there too. He was my cameraman, backing me up while I was over there talking. This is the airplane. Oh boy, airplane.
Yeah, I do need ideas on what we should be doing though, because for the most part, I feel like we've got gear covered. Like 99%, I feel like we're good.
We got enough knives we can afford to break a few. I actually got 2 more I still have to review myself that I did not finish. Never enough ammo, never enough food, and we're trying to put more spots together. That's a big thing for us because you put everything, don't leave everything in one basket, kind of an idea. And gotta move it around, gotta have it in several spots. That's pretty much how I feel.
Yeah, the only thing I feel like, at least I'm lacking in, is just extra clothing. Because that's just going to wear out so fast if you're living in the wilderness.
Which we got a seamstress.
Yeah.
So that helps as long as there's power. Otherwise, she'd be doing it by hand, which she can do, but it's not like I don't know. As
we also got to make sure we can keep her alive.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and that's the thing that everybody's got their own stuff, and we are in contact possibly with another group. I've been trying for 2 years. I know it sounds stupid, but try to branch out, try to meet people, try to I don't know what you call that, but whatever. We're trying to meet more people. More like-minded individuals, maybe someone who's good at canning, maybe a nurse. Doesn't always have to be like crazy tactical. It's just strength in numbers when it comes to overall survival or rebuilding or having a bigger community overall instead of just getting stuck doing everything ourselves. Not just the 2 of us, but there's a few people involved.
It's insane to me how many people have a similar mindset but just aren't willing to do anything about it.
And we went through a lot of people in a couple of years, just any kind of commitment, any kind of, training, commitment, stacking their own stuff. It's been a rough deal.
Yeah.
Real rough deal.
Even people that live next to me, they're like, yeah, we think something definitely could happen. I'm like, well, what are you guys doing to prepare yourself about that? Let me know. Let's bounce ideas off each other. Like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, you getting food? You stocking up on something? Are you got any backup power? They're like, oh, no, we're not really doing anything like that. And I'm like, so you are aware that there could be an issue, and you're just sitting back,
wait and
saying,
see what happens.
yeah.
And there's a lot of people like that. That's mainly who I meet right there. And then I get those ones. Oh, I got me a couple guns. I got me a few boxes of ammo. This, that. I'll be all right. And that's what's gonna happen. That normalcy biased or whatever you call it. That seems to get people. Can't see that far.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice if which we do have a couple people in our group that are mildly trained in medical things, but nothing like that. If we had somebody like that, that would be great.
I did talk to a PA, physician's assistant, and he was all about the guns. He was like, "You guys shoot, you guys did," and I was like, "Oh." So I'm gonna attempt to talk to this dude again, but I mean he's like a doctor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, dude, you should hang out sometime. About my age. So he likes this stuff, but yeah, and then we got a guy who does IVs and all that. I mean, he's like he did some stuff in the military, and he's got basic knowledge. And I would love to take. I keep saying it. Camel Carl knows the medicinal plants and mushrooms. Yeah, we got the big guy, the homestead survivalist, who's got like 20 books on this stuff. He actually whipped up some stuff for us last year that he picked, and I had broken my tooth. And he was whipped some stuff up, put it on there, and it numbed it up pretty good. It did all right. I think it was like I can't remember, the wild lettuce stuff or something like that, mixed into I don't know if it's a tincture or whatever you call it, but he ended up doing that, and it actually was like it relieved pain.
Yeah,
I was shocked. Yeah,
I would like to. I want to go meet up with Carl.
It can't be that far away. What was it?
Over in between Lansing and
Ann Arbor or whatever, right?
I can't remember what the other city is.
Could whip out there sometime.
Close to Lansing.
Whatever. Yeah, I was just out there 2 weeks ago. It's not that bad. We should set it up sometime. Go on a Saturday when it's not supposed to storm or something, and instead of whipping out.
A lot of people I'd like to meet up with before the issues. Wasn't sure what to say for a second.
Poop flies at fans. Flying poop hits fans and splatters. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Why not? Why not take it? We could take a day out, run out there on a Saturday or something like that for a couple hours or something. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be real cool to take a tour of his truck that he's got there.
You go from I hate soup to now you're eating this stuff all the time. That's what it took. Winter.
That stuff specifically.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
Just loaded with sodium.
That's the problem.
We sweat enough today, though. You could afford to take in some extra sodium.
Yeah.
A few hours of dripping sweat.
After not eating or drinking anything, which isn't smart.
Not too smart. Forgot the cooler at home. Just went right out. Snuck out the lamp for a little while. Grabbed something, and then we had reinforcements come in for a few, which was like one bottle of soda. Like, what is this? Shoot, when KK showed up, she didn't bring us none either, did she?
Nope.
Rude. That's rude. Just in case KK's listening. And she even made sure ahead of time and asked what we wanted. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. Asked ahead of time and then shows up empty-handed while we're dying. At that point, I think we were hiding in the
this new
shade.
generation.
Yeah, damn kids.
Yeah, I would really like to take a tour of that thing. That is something. I wish that we had something like that. I don't know if he's got it set up in a way where it can survive like an EMP blast, but pretty much everything else, it's good. He's good on. That thing. I think I showed you a video. I don't remember.
Yeah, you showed me.
But It's got like a
pretty
wood
cool.
stove in it. It's set up to run red lights, which I can't remember exactly what all that's for, but oh wait, no, I do remember. It's for night vision stuff, I think. But yeah,
That's sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Like a camper or something like that.
It's a real old military Dodge truck that he like renovated
So,
into be.
Had a whole back on it or
Yeah.
something, right? Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. I don't remember the whole thing. I do remember that though. Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet. Get something like that. Even an enclosed trailer that you decked out or something inside.
Yeah.
And whip it over the truck or something. That would be sweet. Definitely use something like that. It'd be nice to have a lot of stuff in there ahead of time before you rolled out, or like second storage thing. Have a couple packs in there and 6 months worth of food or something ready to roll out. Only problem is with that is, what is it? Have you seen those tent types? Those are cool too.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. I think what you're talking about is something that like it's like an upgraded version from what normally would go in like the back of some of those trucks that people take, and it just pops up in the back of their truck. I'm assuming it's something similar to that. I might be wrong. I don't know. I haven't seen exactly what you're talking about, but I can kind of infer.
I've seen some nice heavy duty ones. We looked at those. I think they were Russian ones, right? Have we looked at like $3,000 tents?
Those hot tents.
Oh man,
those would be awesome to have, but they are a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're like a house. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that maybe. Do you have like a name for that I could try and look up online? So I know what to search up. I can't say I know what you're talking about there, but I would like to know.
Like a house. We probably look that up. That'd be sweet.
Probably another $2,000. At that point, you buy a hot tent.
And that's the thing. Like today, I went to work. It's like how much time do you spend at work to get more stuff versus how much stuff do you try to get done with that time from not working. I need to start taking. I don't know. I've been working Saturdays.
Not at the moment. All right. Yeah, no problem.
Weekends. I don't know, man. Saturday and Sunday. I'm not working tomorrow. I think I made that decision. But if I did, there'd be more money towards ammo and food. And sometimes you think, yeah, just keep going. But I get tired and I feel like I don't get enough done when I do work more. Madness, dude. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Not getting enough done. That's how I've been feeling lately, man. It's been driving me nuts. Getting anxious now, for frick's sake. Like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know. It's one of those days, and it's Saturday. We should. I feel like we should be doing something right now.
Yeah.
But it's fun to pop on YouTube and listen and talk and go back and forth. At least people on your channel talk to you.
Yeah, I don't get I don't get anybody that pops up on panel with me anymore for some reason, but I've got somebody in chat, so that's nice.
Yeah, a little bit back and forth. Yeah, I don't have much going on over there. It's been a dead night. Oh man. Except you post up a shorts video and it goes brrr. And I post up a regular video and it'll be like 20 views, and then we go on a live stream. I get like nobody to show up over on my house.
Yeah.
Speeding up and can't keep up. Yeah, everything. Slippery slope. I don't know if it's going quicker and if it's my sense of urgency. So with your sense of urgency, do you work more to get more money to go get stuff? Or do you, like what we're doing, I mean, like we were talking about over on my channel with the winter preparedness stuff, do you cut more wood? Do you, oh, there's Camel right there.
Hey, Carl. We were just talking about you.
No wonder my ears were ringing.
Yeah, what's weird for me is sometimes it's like, yeah, it feels like everything's speeding up. And it's like, wow, what's going on? Everything's happening all at once, but at the same time, because I'm like anxious and I'm like waiting for something to happen. At the same time, it feels like everything's going in slow motion because I'm like, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? What's going on? It's kind of weird, but
when do you go from yellow to orange to red, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
We're just slowly sitting at maybe orange. I don't know.
How are you doing, Carl? Been a while since I've seen you.
I was just talking about bumping into you again. Not all that far off on me. That'd be pretty cool.
I want to come see that truck of yours, man. Want to come see it in person?
So, I want to set something up like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you could ask him, is it EMP proof?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
One of the questions you had, right? Good things. Just set up my part of my kit in the yard. The truck may come to you someday.
Yeah, I mean,
Sweet.
if you are ever headed somewhere in this more southwest region of Michigan, try and find a way to hit me up. Just comment on one of my videos. I will see it. Let me hit you back.
Do you have an
We can
email
set
set up
something
on
up.
your thing, or
I don't know how to do it.
They used to have an email that you used to put in there, for business talk or whatever. You could put an email in for your YouTube channel, but I think now you gotta like pin the comment or something like that to put in an email, and I don't even think you could do it like you're at gmail.com or something
Probably
like that.
put it like in the description of my channel, right?
Yeah, you probably put it on there. Right on Willie says. Sweet.
Yeah. You're one of the people I've been wanting to meet up with for a while. One of the few people in Michigan.
Yeah, we used to talk to a lot of people.
Seems like most people are in Florida.
That you talk to, yeah, Florida. Yeah. I do seem to get some Michigan people on mine, but it's hit or miss with me on these live streams. Mine go horrible. Mine are just miserable. Just put up my 15 by 15 by 10 custom tent.
Nice.
Should I do a video on it? Sweet.
Try to look for it. I have not been remotely as good about making sure that I go and check everybody's videos out, but I'll try to if I see it.
Yeah. You haven't been on YouTube much at all lately, right?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Not been posting videos, not been watching videos, haven't been on live streams. Then all of a sudden nobody shows up to my live streams because I don't show up to their live streams.
And plus, you just don't do it enough right now, right? You were going crazy for a little while there. Me, I don't know. I did the once a week thing, and it was just slowly dwindled out. So I don't know how that goes. Yep. Everything goes in waves.
Yeah. It was good when I was I did it for like every day for almost a week. And then by the last couple days, I was getting like 20 views at a time. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And I was like, now people are going to be looking for my lives. And then didn't do it. Still didn't do it. Still didn't do it. I come back, 5 viewers. Woo!
That's more than I had tonight. Oh, tonight's just been a dead night. I know it's supposed to storm, but I don't see nothing out here. Yeah. Might not show up for a few or something.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Now it's showing. It's gonna miss us, maybe.
Huh.
Until the AM. See you tomorrow. This stuff is gonna be soaked out there. I don't even know if. I guess it depends what we want to do if we want to go out there tomorrow. Oh yeah.
We'll figure out something to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not worried about
One
that.
way or another, make progress somewhere.
Yeah, we've got to. What types of stuff does Camo Carl do for preparation for winter?
He's
pretty
I
much
know
set up
he's got quite a bit of gear that direction, but I don't know. Are you available to come up on panel, Carl? If not, no big deal. It's just easier to talk like that.
We got this last thing I saw there.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've talked to people. I can't remember what everybody has anymore. I know there was a stream that he was showing off a lot of his winter gear, though.
Nice.
He's got quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't have enough. Make boots. More boots. Boots are gonna be probably the biggest thing for me, man. It's just having enough boots if something goes bad.
Yeah, especially considering how fast they're probably going to end up wearing out.
Too much running around wearing that stuff all the time. That's why I got the one set right now, but another set or two or three would be optimal.
Yeah.
But I can't wear those big heavy boots all summer either. So you got to have that mixture. And now that everything's like $200, even those Mickey Mouse boots that used to be $10, man, they're like $100 something now. We used to get them around Albany. It was like $10, $10, $10. Yeah.
Wow.
I think the gun store had them for like $125 or $120 or something like that. Man, that's just crazy. You'd be able to buy them by the whole load full for $10 each. And they're pretty warm from what everybody says. I never ended up getting any. I used to be real bad. I used to just wear my like steel toe boots out to go hunting and stuff. Like I used to be bad. Probably why I got frostbite so many damn times. I got a pair of thermal socks on. Didn't even have a pair underneath it. Like now I'll put a pair of socks on and I'll put a pair of wool socks on. Then I'll go out in some boots that are not steel toe. And yeah, I'm still, I don't know. I did a lot better this winter. This winter is probably my best winter I had so far just because of the additional gear. Made that much difference. I could actually sit longer. And the stands
you went out more, so you trained your body more.
Oh, and I was going out without a coat like every night for a little while there for like a half hour, almost an hour, maybe a couple times towards the end I was getting like an hour. It's like 20 degrees. I did a couple shorts videos on it, staying out there. Almost time to go in. Like I'm dying. I had the wife go out there with me the one time. It wasn't even 10 minutes. She had a blanket. She was in a t-shirt or whatever, but she brought a blanket out when she was cheating. I was just outside in my t-shirt. I was like, wow, look, t-shirt. Yeah, see the steam and everything. It was snowing some of those times. But it was a good way to acclimate myself to that.
Yeah.
Just like right now, us being out there right now. But the thing is, by the time we get used to this intense heat and everything like that, it's going to be fall.
Yeah.
We've been out at least every weekend as far as like really trying to do something. But seasons change too quick. We get all four sometimes in a week. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. We get some fun stuff once in a while. It's just madness, whatever.
That's why we gotta have buildings set up, because otherwise,
we're just toast. Get some wood stoves and stuff set up. Additional wood stoves. Got into some oak that was just nasty today.
It's really unfortunate. There's like not very many ways to get natural air conditioning. That would be.
I know people like that. She says, "Yeah, that's how it used to be." Anything under 70 degrees, I used to die in it. Now I'm getting a little bit older, and I feel like, helping myself acclimate to the climate, whichever one it might be, has helped a lot. Because I used to be so bad. I did construction for years, and it would go into the winter sometimes, and I'd have like 2 pairs of thermals on, the socks, and the whatever else, and then I'd have Carhartt bibs on or something like that while I was out working. But then I was a mess when I went out deer hunting. Like, we're just gonna go sit in a tree. I don't have to worry about nothing and freeze to death. Freeze to death. Where's the deer? There he is. Is that a buck? I'm like frozen right over in the face. I don't know if it's those sticks or rack or whatever. Yeah. This year I gotta do something different. I'm not getting any younger and the eyeballs are going. So like last year, this happened to me again last year. Probably now the Homestead Survivalist tried to walk it off, said it was probably like 70 yards. I figured it was about 50 yards or so. But there was no snow on the ground. It's a brown deer. in the brown woods and a big brown bead on the end of that shotgun. My eyeballs are not getting any better. I'm like, I got him. Now at 50 yards, I was shooting, into the paper plates or whatever, just trying to make sure I could hit something. Now I'm rested on the side of the. I'm so pissed off. And boom! This dude jumped. Oh, I got him. I hit him. He was just up on a little mound right there, but you could see everything. Hey, 6-pointer. I think that's the second time I missed a 6-pointer. Dude takes off running. I go over there. And I'm like, yeah. Couldn't see nothing. I saw a branch broken behind where he was standing. Not a drip of blood. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, yeah, I need another scope. I need to set something up with that thing, a scope or something. I don't have no problems with scopes, right?
Yeah.
Eyeball's good enough. I have problems with red dots now. I think I got a little stigmatism because the stuff blurs off on me. I end up selling my EO Tech. Yeah, bummer. Bummer. Well, what are you going to do? Doesn't matter. It's a lot easier for me when he shoots them all. And I get to eat some and I don't have to worry about nothing. There's no gutting. There's no cutting. There's so much easier for me.
I took the fun out of it for myself this year though, because I shot one deer opening day, and then I went out like once after that, and then I got up one morning, looked across the street into the field across from my house, which my family still owns, and I see, what did I get, 8-point? I think an 8-point.
9. Because that one could
Yeah,
hold a
9-point.
9-point.
And I see a 9-point across the street, which I didn't know was a 9-point at the time, but
You saw the rack.
yeah, I just saw it and I was like, duh. I wasn't looking to shoot another deer yet, but that one's big. I hopped in the truck, went down to a spot where I could hop out, got rested up against this fence post, took the shot. So I got to go out and really hunt about one time this last year.
You shot everything too quick.
Yeah, I took the fun out of it for myself. I'm used to going out like every day during the whole season, and I didn't get to this year, so it's kind of interesting. But
me, I just froze the whole time, and then that last weekend, the last weekend for it, I was so sick. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta get that test swab thing up your face," and then my job was like, "You should probably get that swab thing up your face," and then I had to do all that, and that was for no reason. No, I'm actually sick. I was wiped out. I didn't even go out that weekend. And I took the next extra day off. It was like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And when I woke up Friday, I was like just 10 times worse than I was Thursday. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I pretty much spent that whole 3 days or something in my bed. That was awesome. So I missed the last bit. But I went out a few times. I'll be in a different spot a little bit more this year, hopefully. Hopefully we get that.
Yeah.
Shelter built up over there, cutting everything out of wood and putting it all together. We'll probably do some videos on that, his channel, my channel, just because that bushcraft stuff is fun. Building like little your setup. The attempt for his shelter is off the ground, even if it's a foot or two or something off the ground. He said he wants to be able to still get underneath there or whatever, and maybe put it on a couple stilts through and have it raised up a little bit, but you could hunt right out of it and camp inside of it. Yeah. Make it all out of the wood that's out there. We got some maple trees and some cherry trees, and we're not using any walnut for that. No way. That stuff's gnarly. Anyways. We got here, TLRs. I always get in trouble at hunting camp.
What?
Yeah, I used to.
What is hunting camp?
Just like when everybody, so when I went up to the mountain out there, there'd be like 20 of us going there, and then everybody would just get pummeled drunk, and everybody's going out hunting in the morning, and yeah, that's how I used to. That's how I used to hunt on the weekends occasionally. Just get bombed out of your head, right? Jeez. I know people who are going out with. Oh, I don't even know if I should tell this story. Never mind, but yeah. You can get in trouble at hunting camp. Oh boy, I believe it. I haven't hunted in a few years. Don't have any family to feed. I have no problem doing it for necessity.
We got somebody popped on.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, Carl.
What are you doing? What's going on?
Not much. Where's the? I'm struggling.
I heard you invite me on, but I had to get some coffee going first.
Hey, no problem, man. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I put up that big tent. You asked if I was prepped for winter. I'm getting all my gear prepped. Pretty much every day I'm trying to prep something.
Yeah, so
I thought I heard you talking about Mickey Mouse boots.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was him. Yeah, we've been
You get a
talking
pair
about
of-
winter gear today.
If you was looking for a set of those, look for it probably is still there. It's been a few years, but it was called the Junk and Necessity Shop in Coatmish, Michigan. And they'll send you those, and they got about the best prices for the original issue, white or black. They've got used and new. You know, of course, you pay more for the new ones. But he's gone all over the country to those DOD auctions and bought as many of those as anybody I've ever known. I've seen him bring in truckloads and trailer loads of those things. So he might still have some up there.
Okay.
They
What was the name
all
of that?
different. They're all different prices, depending on size and condition, and I wouldn't stickler around with them because you won't find them any better priced anywhere else. So if it's $175 for a pair of white new ones or something, that's probably the going price.
Wow.
He went up since last year. What was the name of the place?
The Junk and Necessity Shop in Coatmish, Michigan. I got a white pair and a black pair. The white ones are for cold, dry conditions, which is really, really below zero. 20 below and colder. And then the black ones are made for wet, cold conditions. Their only difference really is that the white ones are a little thicker and a little more insulated.
Okay.
And you don't blow them up. They're not meant to be blown up. Everybody thinks that the valve that's on the side of them. Oh, and they do make valveless ones, and they do make commercial copies, which are crap compared to the original U.S. issue ones. But the valves are for depressurizing when you're above 30,000 feet up into the mountains or up in an airplane, because you got those buttons on the Pelican cases and stuff you see. That's all for equalizing the pressure of your loads.
Okay. So, what are you, for somebody who is just starting out with some of this stuff, what would you recommend and say is the most important winter gear to make sure you have?
Well, you keep your feet and your hands warm, and you'll keep warm. So get yourself some Arctic mittens and some Mickey Mouse boots. Start there. Get some insulated pants and good coat and hoods and all that. That's all good. You keep your extremities warm, and the rest of you be warm.
Okay.
That helps. Circulation. Where was
Now sleep gear is different. I've tried and field tested for many, many years the military issue sleeping bags. There's modern versions that have a polyester batting that are known as intermediates. They have even extreme cold weather bags with the synthetic filling in them. But you want the old ones, the M1949 mountain bags with the down fill in them. And if that's good down to 20 below zero or something. But if you wanted to get even into colder weather, you just put a liner in it, or you double up. There's actually a very rare Arctic dual sleeping bag. They're both down filled. That one of them satin lined and bigger, and it fits over the regular down filled mountain bag. And there's cotton liners and all that kind of stuff, but they're really kind of hard to find. But that's the only bag I would rely on in extreme cold weather conditions. I wouldn't trust nothing else. Everything new and synthetic, the synthetic fabrics just do not cut it over extended use. All right, if you get them wet, you're toast. If you get it down wet, it'll dry way faster than any of those synthetic bags.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also wicks the moisture away from your body and lets the bag breathe. And they claim to do that with some of the newer bags, but go ahead and try it. I wouldn't want to rely on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good call. I've heard that before, the down. And we were looking at some packs at we got what we got here. It's Sportsman's. Yeah, they had some like $70 packs that seemed synthetic. They said like 0 degrees or something like that on them, and then we saw some that were like $300 or whatever. And I think those ones were down too, weren't they? Did it say down on it? I saw that one did. Like a cocoon setup, and I think that was like negative 20 degrees. I think it even said water resistant. I don't remember what the hell that thing was.
I've tried some of those newfangled modern bags, and if you keep it perfectly dry, once you start to perspire in a bag, you're clogging up its fibers and removing its insulation properties. And that happens in those a lot quicker than it does in a natural fiber bag. Those downfilled M1949 mountain bags, they have a super thin fabric on the inside. It allows you to, the vapors to go through the down, and they use the highest quality downfill available on earth. I'm not even kidding. There's been times where I'll find a lot of old ripped up sleeping bags, and I'll just keep them for the down because that stuff's the top quality stuff. And then you've got to have a ground pad. In any situation, if you're on the ground, you lose all your heat through the ground. So you want to have I use a Thermarest sleeping pad, which is an Army issue one. It's an olive drab, but they make commercial versions of that in different colors that they're available, but they're kind of costly. And the thing is it deflates and inflates itself because it's got foam within the pad. And the foam helps insulate you. Only like 3/4 of an inch thick, and it rolls down into a nice little half-gallon jug size, so it'll fit right in your pack and stuff. And it's lightweight.
Nice. That set something up. I've got one of the military pads or whatever for underneath.
The foam ones, the bigger ones that they're like wider than your pack. Is that the type you're talking about?
Yeah, not much, but yeah, maybe a little bit bigger, I would say.
Yeah, I got a couple of those too. I just use those on the cots in the big tent, but those things are big and wide. They do have the advantage of helping your pack float, though.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have much stuff for that. I got hammocks, get me off the ground, stuff like that, but
jungle hammocks are cool. I've got a 1943 original U.S. issue jungle hammock that's in mint condition. I mean, so nice. I don't really want to use it. It kind of should be in a museum or something. But I've got a couple other newer ones. The best one was the 1950s model of the U.S. issue jungle hammock. It was a heavier fabric, a little bit bigger, more roomy inside. It's more utilitarian,
Okay.
Hey, Christina.
Yeah,
can you tell I'm like into this stuff?
Yeah, I love
it. It's good though.
I always like hearing people, whatever it is, anybody that's really into something. I don't care what it is. I like hearing them talk about it because you can tell when somebody's into it, and it's different from somebody that knows about it versus somebody who is passionate about it.
Yeah.
Those sleeping bags, I keep a couple of these too. They're World War II sleeping bags. Back then, they just were made out of solid wool, just like a wool army blanket. And you'd lace a cotton cover on the outside of it, and that was what they gave the soldiers. They were pretty small, but wool is one of two of the natural fibers that wicks moisture away. It will dry itself. Wool and buckskin does it. And I keep a couple of those wool World War II sleeping bags because they're the exact same pattern as my mountain bags. Now I can put those inside the mountain bags and layer it up and get that, 40 below. I got actually pictures of me at 40 below zero sleeping on the ground in these sleeping bags. The outside of the bag is just ice crystals from the condensation of your body that comes out of the bags while you sleep. You got to sleep with your canteen in there or it'll freeze up. I've tested the gear way down below zero, well over 40 below.
That's good for you. I don't know if I'll do that. That's good. That's definitely good. Winter camping, any of that kind of stuff is definitely good.
Well, the worst part is getting up to pee. You got to get out of that bag. That's the
He's
worst
got to
part.
try to find it. All shriveled right up at that point. I was trying to be
I
polite.
mean, you just don't want to get out of the bag. As bad as you pee, you know that you're going to freeze your nads off when you get
Oh
out.
yeah,
You got to work yourself up to it. You
yeah,
wait to the last minute, and it's like, all right, I just got to go now. Dang it!
yeah. You're already warm. Yeah.
See what happens? Carl comes up, and then all of a sudden we got viewers.
Yeah, good.
That's awesome. And so you staying cool over there though now?
Right now, it's cooling down because the rain's coming. But I went out thinking it was nice out earlier. Boy, I was sweating. By the time I got that tent up, I had to take a couple breaks. It was warm. Yeah, it was like 90 something. It was up there.
Yeah, we had 88 degrees earlier while we were out doing stuff, but with the humidity, it's just so difficult.
So coming up, I'm going to do another video. So I got a few tents. All right, I make the tents, but I also have, this 1944 U.S. issue 2-man Arctic pup tent, and it's like one of the coolest tents I've ever found. In fact, it's the second one I found. The first one, I got it for a song and dance, and ended up selling it on eBay for well over $1,000. How rare they are! It's
Wow.
It's got a draw closure, like a tube that you tie closed for the doors, one on each end. It's got these little ventilation tubes at the peak of the tent itself. It's like an A-frame design, just a little pup tent. But then it's reversible. It reverses from white to green, and it's kind of a sad story because they designed these tents before the Battle of the Bulge and all, where all our soldiers could have really used these tents. They all sat in a warehouse when they needed them most, so you don't see very many of them in old World War II footage. It's kind of sad they didn't get them in hand, but it's a very cool tent because it's completely a waterproof fabric, and those vents at the top, your body produces moisture, and you wouldn't realize that until you spend some time in the extreme cold weather inside of a tent. You'll start to
Yeah.
see water condensate and freeze on your tent.
Yeah.
Those vents actually allow that to leave the tent, and it's a pretty ingenious little design. I want to do a video on it, and I'll set it up in the yard and show that off too.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I guess it was probably, I don't remember exactly when it was. I think late February or March or something. I went out camping because I got a new tent and I just wanted to go
I
set it
saw
up
that
and
video.
test it
I
out.
saw that. I watched that.
Yeah, and I found out the hard way that you want to really make sure you check the weather before you go do that, because when I went out there, it was like low 60s or high 50s, but then overnight it got like into the low 40s, and that was not fun.
Those tents, those nylon tents, you're not supposed to touch them when they're wet. They'll start leaking and stuff. But and they really are not water. No tent is waterproof, because you got seams you're dealing with too.
Yeah,
But it's good to carry just an extra tarp it's big enough to cover that tent. Then you're golden. You'll stay a lot drier.
yeah,
We just got a couple more tarps. We got the tent flies or whatever they're called. You can use them for hammocks too. I think I got
Oh,
one
those
that's
are
like
nice.
Gore-Tex or something like that. But we just picked up a couple more tarps at Harbor Freight because they had some on sale or something like a week ago.
yeah.
2 weeks ago. Got some decent sized tarps. They're always good to have. Extra tarps.
Right on. I carry a couple of the Army. Actually, I carry in my kits 3 Army issue woodland ponchos because they snap together, and you could make a tent out of those alone. But you can also make all kinds of water collection, and they snap together to make a sleeping bag cover, and they're very versatile.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't have the military ones. I got this Axe Fire. There's one right there. It says mil spec, but they got the snaps on them. You can. He's got one too. One of the rivets on the one is a little screwed up, but
I know a guy who fix that.
what's that?
I know a guy who can fix them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just have to pop it out. We'll put another one on there. We keep saying we're gonna do stuff. We're so busy with everything else. So sometimes the weekend seems like we're more busy than, well, except for tonight, we're more busy than all day we were though. Jeez, more busy than on the week. It's been crazy.
That's right, Anna Marie. People are froze to death from breathing inside their sleeping bags in the Arctic conditions.
Yep. Not good.
Piss quick, yeah.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, switch with you.
Be rad, man. That's why it's good to get educated before you go out in the woods and not learn the hard way.
No, it's good to learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't do too bad when I went out hiking. I made sure that I had some kind of thermal barrier under me, but the fact of getting moisture in the tent from my breath, that was bad. I'm surprised it got as bad as it did, though, considering that between the screen door and then I had a vent up top, I would have thought that it would have been able to vent out pretty decent, but it just all stayed in there.
They make little battery powered fans that are pretty nice to hang in your dome tent. That helps a little.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to
They're
look into
pretty
something
cheap.
like that.
You can get them pretty cheap. I mean, I'm sure there's some China versions. I try to avoid those, but
Yeah, I actually thought about buying. It's like a lantern that also has a fan with it, and I thought about buying that one a couple weeks ago, like $10 or something. But
that's
I
how I
always
got my battery fan. Is I bought a mattress inflator, and it came with the option of the fan too.
okay. Yeah, I don't know where it's at right now. I wish I did, but we've got like a king sized tent somewhere. It's huge tent, enough for like a king size air mattress, and then it's got like a little side section for. It's meant for like a family, so two parents in the
So
king
is it
size
a
bed.
cabin tent? Is it kind of square?
It's yeah, I would say it's square, but then there's like a tunnel that leads over to like almost a separate room. It's like
Oh,
like two
okay,
adults, and
yeah,
then there's a tunnel, and then there's a separate room that's meant for like a kid to sleep in. But
yeah, a little modular one. I've seen some fancy ones, but they're
yeah,
made out of nylon. It's that
yeah,
nylon fabric again, where you know you could spend a lot of money on a case of waterproofs and spray the crap out of them, and it might still leak.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just good to have tarps. I always tell people that. Very few people listen. Even the little rain flies that come with the tents themselves are not very weatherproof. You got to get a high quality tent to get one that covers all the way to the ground, you know.
I have one of those fans. Pretty strong magnet clip on it too. That's cool.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have this, somewhere I had this little tent light that you put the magnetic backing on the outside of the tent, and then the dome light goes on the inside of the tent. So it just like magnets right to your dome tent or whatever kind of tent you want.
cool. Yeah, I
It's
was.
just you get stuck with the little gizmos because they work, so you just keep them, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I was doing some cheapskate stuff with that. There's a little ring clip at the top of my tent, and I just took the like the belt loop clip on my flashlight, hung it up there.
Yeah, now I live by a mag light. I don't know if you've seen any of my videos or anything, but the one of the pros about the mag lights is you can screw the lid off the top of it and it becomes a candle and you can hang that in your tent and it'll light it up pretty good.
Oh, that was not coming apart.
I've been jonesing for some camping, man, but I've got a lot of work to do to my truck first, so setting it up in the yard is kind of therapy at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I've had
What's he
projects like
building?
that.
Well, what's he building?
He's trying to unscrew this mag light, but this one's one of these other ones. It won't.
I use the AA original mag lights, but I put the Krypton bulbs in them.
Oh, the smaller ones. Yeah, usually.
Even the big ones used to do it. You must have one of those new modern lights that
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Hope I didn't
the
just break
top
it.
should still
Yeah,
screw.
this one.
If it's a true mag light, it should still screw off.
He's knocked over the whole thing. The whole
Oh,
shit
no.
got rolled over.
Mayhem.
Difficulties.
Wiped out the whole thing. Look at you on there.
Oh, no, I want to stay.
Is it working?
Oh, it
Oh, you
doesn't
got
want to
that
stay.
thing here. Hold on.
Catastrophe.
That piece right there is in the way. Go ahead. We got 10 different phone mounts and like every
Oh, no.
single one. You got that? Here, go like this. Let me see that thing. We could use that. We're having testicle difficulties.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
It's not quite straight, but it's good.
Yeah.
Good enough. It's still kind of working now. Jeez, you
I
dropped it.
can hear you. I can see you. Nothing looks broke.
Yeah, this one, which now needs new batteries. I don't think this thing broke.
So it doesn't unscrew. The head of it doesn't unscrew to expose the bulb.
It just does that little bit.
Whoa,
So
that's just wrong. That's the modern version if it's a true mag light. Because all of my mag lights unscrewed.
it's a regular mag light, but it's it's one of the newer. When did I get this one? Probably about a year ago or something. Maybe I got it 2 years ago. This was.
I don't know why they would take that feature away. That was a good feature to have.
These are all shot. I need more. I just looked.
Do they still got a spare bulb in the butt cap?
No, not that one. That one's horrible.
Is that one of those LED ones?
Yes. Yep.
That's why. That's what it is.
Yep. No good. They got that one for me like 2 Father's Days ago. And actually, I need more batteries. I don't think I have any batteries down
I've got those, Anna Maria. I've got the carabiners, but I've also got the figure eights and a full set of rope for a military issue non-static climbing line.
Batteries here somewhere. No, I got some in the car too.
Yeah, he's got more of those clips than I do, but I've got some that are spread out between packs, and I've got a little box that's got a few of them in there. Nothing crazy, but
most of the carabiners that you'll find in stores are not actually rated for climbing use. You know, you have to make sure they're actually rated for that.
Yeah. I don't worry about that too much over here. There's pretty much no time that I would be climbing over here.
Hopefully.
But yeah. Unless somebody sends
Now
me
that
up a
you
tree.
said that,
But
now that you said that,
Yeah, it'll be up a tree tomorrow. That's how that works.
seriously though, as far as like actual terrain goes, there's pretty much no terrain where we are at that
well, you can use it in the trees and you can use it in holes in the ground.
Yeah. Trees would be the most likely scenario.
Yeah.
If you just buy every piece of gear you think you'll ever need, you won't never use it.
Hey, you're probably right. I think we got enough crap now that we could take
there is a point. There is a point where, because, all right, my kit is in stages. I got the big army tent with the wood stove and all that, but it all fits inside the truck, and the truck itself holds that and all of my regular camping gear, which would be my main pack. And, then it's got the survival kit and all that. But everything, I've got it to where it all fits into the truck. And that was the thing. I used to have so much gear that I had a trailer full and a truck full and a basement full and a garage full. And there comes a point where you just got to start weeding out what you're never going to use. And I'm getting pretty close to that, to where I'm not going to be carrying stuff I don't need, but I've got everything that I might, put to use.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Still a few projects. I need to make a homemade shower, and I don't want one of those little piddly deals. I'm gonna do something with a power washer pump or something like that, and one of those instant heat water heaters.
Oh,
try to make like a real shower for the outdoors. You know, I don't want no wimpy stuff.
That would be cool. Yeah,
I
that
hate
instant
wimpy
hot.
showers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've
Maybe we
got those.
should do a video on that so other people can follow in your footsteps.
Well, I got to
That's,
perfect it first. It's made right now. It's all in my head. You know, it's. I have to perfect it first. Then I'd show it off.
Yeah, well, if you ever do perfect it, make sure you send that video out so people like us can have some fun at it too.
yeah. Yeah, instead of just these solar showers.
Yeah, that's the thing is I've had all kinds of showers, portable showers and stuff, and I'm just not satisfied. I want something that says on, and you know,
Hell yeah. That'd be
plenty
awesome.
of heat. At least like 10 minutes of heated water. That would be about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would work. Yeah. A lot better than that solar shower.
Well, I got another idea too. I want to make a drum with actuating fins inside of it, like a washing machine, that I can just temporarily bolt onto a truck rim, drive around a little bit, and wash a load of clothes.
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
I was
You got to have a
thinking doing
welder for
something
that one.
similar where you just use your hands for a while, but that sounds like a way lazier and better idea, so I like that
Yeah,
one.
see, I got the idea because they make this. They used to. I don't think they still make it, but it was a camping gizmo. It was like a little bucket with a lid. You put your clothes in, and you'd roll it up and down hills, and it would wash your clothes. And
Okay.
that's what gave me the idea.
Yeah. Hey, that would work too. Yeah.
I forget what that thing was called. You know, you had it was kind of an exclusive item before Gander Mountain and all that stuff. I have to look into that. Right, Anna. That's it, man. Hot, powerful showers. Nothing like them. It's the only thing in the woods that I really start to miss.
Yeah. It's and those solar, especially in Michigan, those solar showers just aren't going to cut it.
I mean, they're better than nothing. You
Yeah.
know, so is a horror bath off a wood stove, but it just ain't the same.
Yeah. Not the same thing. You're right. A little bit more of those creature comforts that you're talking.
Yeah.
It really is. It's the only thing that would make me feel all right. This is my plan. Right, I'm still working on it. There's a little ways to go, but I'm gonna have all my gear and my truck completely ready because the truck's a whole nother thing, but there's a lot of projects on it. And I just want to drive around this country and see a bunch of stuff I haven't seen. And since I know all you people here on YouTube, I could just go place to place and visit people all year round if I wanted.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a place you could park the truck.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Couple spots.
that's sweet. I just got some Wi-Fi stuff is in the mail on the way. That's where I can get my Wi-Fi signals extended and all this stuff. I'm on it, man. But I'm gonna have to spend some money. I need new tires, and they're not cheap for this rig. And there's stuff that's got to happen first.
Yeah.
You need a drink, man?
No, I'm good.
Nice being at a bar with the mini cooler.
Would definitely be cool to see you come over this way.
Have you seen the wood stove that I installed in the truck?
Yeah, that's one of the things I like most about it. I think that's awesome.
I got 5 sources of heat in there right now. I've got the propane buddy heater. I've got a fuel fired military issue personnel heater. I've got the wood stove. I've got electric heat, and then I've got the cab heat from the motor, which I enhanced a little bit.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I get some solar panels eventually, and then I might be able to do a little more.
Solar panels would be good. We've been thinking about solar a little bit lately. Did you see what Anna put in the comments, Carl?
Yep. Well, that's another thing. Is the women like a nice shower too. All right. I've been in the woods with women before, and if you keep them comfortable, they're happy. If they get too rustic, you're gonna start having some trouble.
anyway.
Check this real quick. Oh, no.
Yeah, she's paying attention to too many of my secrets.
Dying?
Yeah.
Phone's dying. Hell, you can shut it down for me.
You don't keep it plugged in when you do this stuff, guys. It'll suck the battery right out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even
No,
know
I
if we can.
had a 10-foot charger that I was using for these live streams, and I bent the wire wrong, and now it doesn't hardly work. So I need to go get another long wire.
I had that same problem. I took a little tiny flathead screwdriver, went in there, cleaned it out, and then bent it a little bit to where it's a resistance when you plug it in, and it started working again.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's a wire issue with mine, not a connection issue. But who knows? I got an iPhone, which makes everything more complicated.
Yeah, once those cords go, they're jinky.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I really appreciate you coming up on here and talking. Do you have anything else to say real quick before my phone dies and I don't have a choice to shut this off?
I could go on forever, little brother. I'll just let you go and have a good night. And thanks for having me up here. And I'll see you again soon somewhere.
Good
All
to
right,
hear
man.
from you. Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yes.
You too, man.
Have a good one.